All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, exit. Check me out. Get it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, guys, 55. I got one. Hey, seam 6. 55, Mike 55. Exit. Mike 55. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 11. And this is Parker, complete. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Watch the twist. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 50. I'm here. Hey, lock it. Whip. Watch the whip. Topper. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, zoom. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Hey, 180. Check. Here we go. Check 4. I got you.
On 1st down, Arnold. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check your backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Check out Henry. Bang, 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 bang. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Right back to him on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Hey, 133.
They'll run on first down. It's Arnold. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check, crunch. Point it right. I got it.
On 2nd down, it's Arnold. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Check 13. Check 26. Hey, alert. Opposite.
Mayfield on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's right. Ready? 60 or. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the curl. Shoot.
Nixon will try the right side. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. 5.
Back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, look. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming. Ready?
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Second and 6.
Watch the run.
The Jaguars
Twist. Now.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now, it's Arnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
180. Hey, alert 33.
On first and 10, Mayfield. It's complete. This is Starks. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Complete to number 83. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
He can't hang.
They'll try the left side. Arnold. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Pilot, 64, weak.
This is Mixon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Bravo.
955. Not today, you won't. Not today. Hey, check right. Watching you 5.
Looking to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
On 1st down, it's Arnold. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 24. Tight dog. Watch twist.
Hurry.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Wide, get wide.
On 2nd down, it's Arnold. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Right there.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
You got time right there. Watch the eye. Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Ship. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, Arnold. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. 3 down. Check.
Protein spell. 5.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
King.
Kill. Turn up. Watch the safety creep.
Alert. 49.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Under crunch. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, Seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down now. It's Arnold, and down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slam, slam, slam. Regular.
They'll keep it on the ground. Arnold. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
What's next? 180!
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Whip. Watch the whip.
Pistol.
Check 6 down. Check 4, check 4. Check the backer, check the backer. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try the left side. It's Arnold, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check tight.
Hey, Delta.
Hey.
Fire.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go right here now.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. They'll look to set up his blockers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Arnold. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Arnold. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd down, it's Arnold, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. field now from the 50. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Let's go. Check. Bang, 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 bang. King. He's crashing.
They'll run on first down. Tatum. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
McMillan on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Pistol. Watch the run. Check 52.
On 2nd down now. It's Arnold. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Begin. Shoot. Check 37. Hey, alert 33.
They'll keep it on the ground. Arnold, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
First down, Jaguars.
Good. 180. Up. Silver. Check. Crunch. Slam. Check 43. Switch. Hey, alert 3. Check 13.
On first down, it's Arnold. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals 9-yard line.
Good. 180. Run. Check 26. Check. Watch twist. Hey, watch it. Watch safety creeping.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Good. 180. Real. Double. Alert flat. Twin it right. Check. Check nickel. Check safety. Check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Arnold. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You got nothing to win. You got nothing. Switch, switch, switch. Switch, switch, switch. Run. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No. Check. Fresno.
They'll try the left side. Arnold. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, exit.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
We ain't giving them nothing to do.
Check, 55 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Arnold, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there.